Welcome to the Explainer. Today we're diving into a super practical, real-world topic, modernizing exactly how you handle your local utility payments. If you've ever found yourself sifting through a stack of paper bills, wondering if there's a more streamlined way to just get this stuff done, well, you are absolutely in the right place.
Seriously, are you tired of long queues and time-consuming processes to pay your utility bills? What if you could simplify your life and pay your Anaheim Public Utilities bill online with just a few clicks? That's exactly the pain point we're going to solve for you right now. We're breaking down the digital tools that make this monthly chore practically invisible.
Here's our quick roadmap for today. Number 1, Introduction to APU Services. Number 2, Step-by-step payment process. 3, Advanced tips and features. 4, Safety and security. And 5, Frequently asked questions. Let's get right to it. Section 1, Introduction to APU Services. Who you are paying.
Okay, so before we talk about how to pay, let's talk about who you're actually paying. Anaheim Public Utilities, or APU, is a city-owned, not-for-profit electric and water utility, and they've been serving the residents and businesses of Anaheim since way back in 1894. In fact, that makes them the very first municipal electric utility in Southern California. Because they aren't some massive corporate provider, they have this really deep, long-standing commitment to the local community. It's a completely different dynamic.
And because APU is city-owned, there's a really unique benefit here. As a customer, you're technically an owner of this utility. APU is governed by the Anaheim Public Utilities Board and the City Council. So instead of your rates being dictated by state-level mandates from the California Public Utilities Commission, they are set locally through public rate hearings. You actually have a voice in the system. Section 2, Step-by-step payment process. Getting you set up.
So when it comes to paying online, you basically have two main paths. The first is the My Account portal. Think of this as your full digital dashboard. It gives you total account management, lets you dive into your past usage history, and gets you set up with paperless billing. You do have to create a profile for it. Your second option is Kubra Easy Pay. If you're in a rush and just want to make a quick one-time credit card payment without creating any usernames or passwords, that's your go-to. But today, we're going to focus on getting you set up with the full My Account experience, because honestly, that's where you'll find the most value long-term.
All right, here is the simple 4-step sequence to get your MyAppu up and running. First, just point your browser to myappu.anaheim.net. Second, right there on the login page, you're going to see a sign up button. Just give that a click. Third, it'll prompt you to input your specific utility account details along with some personal info to verify your identity. And finally, review the terms and conditions, hit agree, and boom, your profile is created. It's incredibly straightforward. Now, a quick pro tip. Preparation is key here. Before you even sit down at your computer, you'll want to gather a few things so you aren't scrambling through filing cabinets halfway through. Grab your utility account number. You can easily find that on any recent paper bill. You'll also need the last 4 digits of your social security number or your utility PIN if you've got one set up. Have your driver's license number handy, a valid email address, and of course, your first and last name. Have all that ready to go, and I promise you, registration takes less than 2 minutes. Section 3, Advanced tips and features. Upgrading your experience. Once you're inside the My Account portal, you unlock some seriously fantastic tools. First off, you can enroll in paperless billing, which cuts down on junk mail and is just better for the environment. Second, and this is an absolute game changer for your time management, you can set up recurring payments. By linking your bank account or card, your bill just gets paid automatically every single month. We're talking 0 late fees and 0 stress. You can also analyze and download your actual electric and water consumption data, which is amazing for figuring out when you can save a few bucks. Plus, you can manage multiple utility accounts right from that one single dashboard. Now, it's definitely important to know the limitations of the system so you don't run into any frustrating roadblocks. Just a heads up, APU does not accept debit or credit card payments from medium or large rate commercial customers. So if you run a larger facility, you're going to have to stick with an ACH bank transfer or similar method. Also, for all the tech-savvy folks out there, digital wallets like Apple Pay or Google Pay, they aren't supported by the system right now. Section 4, Safety and security. Protecting your data. I know putting financial information online can make anyone a little nervous, but APU actually protects your data on 2 totally distinct levels. The first is the application level, the software itself. The My Account system uses 256-bit secure socket layer, or SSL encryption for all data transmissions. That is the exact same standard used by major financial institutions. You're protected by your own user-defined password, and if you happen to step away from your computer, the system automatically logs you off after a period of inactivity to make sure nobody else can jump into your session. Best of all, the city of Anaheim has a strict zero-disclosure policy. They absolutely do not sell or hand over your information to third-party organizations for solicitation. Your data stays completely with them. The second layer of security happens at the physical facility level. The actual servers that hold your data are locked down tight. They use redundant firewalls to block unauthorized digital access. But beyond the software side, these systems are physically monitored 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Access to those data centers is strictly controlled with special access devices, so nobody unauthorized is ever getting anywhere near the physical hardware. They take your privacy incredibly seriously. Section 5. Frequently asked questions. Overcoming obstacles. All right. Let's tackle the big one. It happens to literally all of us. What do you do if you just completely blank on your username or your password? Luckily, the solution is baked right into the login page. If you lost your username, just click Forgot Username and type in the email address you used when you first registered. The system will shoot an email with your username directly to you. If it's your password you've forgotten, click Forgot Password. You just enter your username and your email address, and they'll send you a secure link to reset it. It is quick, automated, and totally painless.
Here's another really great question, especially for landlords, small business owners, or basically anyone managing multiple properties. If I have several accounts with APU, am I going to have to create some massive list of different usernames and passwords for every single one?
Thankfully, no way. You absolutely do not need multiple logins. Once you've created your main profile, you just log in, head over to the account summary screen, and click Add Utility Accounts. You can link as many additional properties as you need right into that one master profile. It is a super elegant way to prevent password fatigue while giving you a bird's eye view of all your utility accounts at once. As we wrap up our deep dive today, I do want to leave you with a quick but important disclaimer. Always make sure to verify and review your account information individually, right there on the APU website. Policies, accepted payment methods, and portal features can naturally shift over time. This explainer is strictly for informational purposes to help you navigate the system and is an independent analysis. We are not affiliated with or endorsed by Anaheim Public Utilities. And that brings us to the end of our journey. By migrating these chores to the digital realm, you aren't just saving the cost of a stamp, you're fundamentally taking back minutes of your life every single month. Which kind of begs the question, as more of our daily infrastructure goes digital, how much more of our own time are we finally going to get back? I'd love to hear how much time this switch is saving you, so let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to engage with the explainer and subscribe for more clear-cut utility management tips. Stay curious, stay focused, and I'll catch you in the next one.